at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Kansas State Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game, one of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. So Kansas State's offense to go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's White.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Johnson looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Cowboys offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. A matchup that we're going to lock in on, left side of the line, and whether they can keep this edge rusher at bay. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. Could be an alley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Now the play fake. Coleman open on the right. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
That has to sting as a defense. In a third and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the first down.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. That was an Oh, they blocked the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Running inside, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
He's going to run it. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. And they get him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Green. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down to the 49. That is well short of the first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
He's there to make the stop.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Well, new head coach Eric Morris essentially brought his entire team from North Texas up here to Stillwater, Oklahoma, and it's a pretty good-looking team, David. When you take a look at the roster, and you don't have to look too much further than their quarterback, Drew Mestamaker, absolutely lit up.
Snags it, and he's open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard
man, it's that time. We got that snow out.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Wildcats are flying down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Still looking on the move. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his man, it's Jackson. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Johnson wants to throw it. Steps away to find some room. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job.
Caught, and he's got room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Right back to the well. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. A strike downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Takes the handoff and he's going right. Shakes off the defender. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll pull it down. And he slides to avoid the contact and did it just at the right moment and got the 1st down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And that is no good. And they miss the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Arizona taking on the number 19 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Wildcats sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Cowboys head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the 2nd half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the 3rd quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Trying to set the tone with the run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that one stings for this offense, man, because your defense just gave up points. They grabbed the momentum. You're trying to go get it back. And what do? You cough the football up, put your defense right back on the field. They got to answer the bell this time. Last time they gave up points. This time they're going to need to go bail you out and make you look good.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. And you just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Kansas State has it 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Jackson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wildcats. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Barnes. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Young. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Green. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hawkins. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
It's 3rd and goal, and a long way from the end zone. action. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Creates a little space. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Johnson looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The run inside. It's Jackson. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Oakland. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those center.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he's brought down after a nice game. Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. Running the red zone. It's Fields. Nice move to keep running. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And there's no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago. Because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. On the left side, here's Coleman. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter.
At the 36.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. He now has 56 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to the run, it's Hawkins. Got a little grass. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Pressure coming, and to get rid of it quickly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
The bad news is they don't get the first down here, trailing in the 4th quarter. The good news, though, quarterback did the smart thing, throwing it away and allowing themselves to have another shot at it here on 4th.
And it's good! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. So they get the ball back, still clinging to this slim lead. Defense helped them out, holding them to a field goal, but man, do they need some momentum on offense. He's going to take off. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking left. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now that a lot of room to the right. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. They move on top here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense working from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. The short hands. It's Jackson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going a couple of 1st downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Out of the backfield, he's open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout called. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires toward the target. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Cowboys enter the final minute with the lead. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Timeout taken here. 2nd one called by Kansas State. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Pulls it and runs it again.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure where to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the... He's going to fire deep. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get